It is like 3:40 in the afternoon, and I swear the sun is going to be gone very soon. This is my new baby right here. I actually went from a corded blower. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't know they were going to be in actual parts bags. I thought these were like gray market ones. What we got here is well, let me show you. All right, so the interior is looking pretty good these days. It's definitely a mass improvement from where we used to be. But we've been missing these Recline handles, and there's only one on eBay right now that's in oak for a T100, but it looks like a Toyota Tacoma 01 to 04 with the oak interior. Looks like the exact same thing from the backside. Two little offset pieces that go in the little holes right here to line it up, and then one screw. If this works, then that was a incredible discovery. Greatest part is the screw is somehow still in here, so whoever broke,
gotcha,
awesome. Oh, so the only thing I'm not liking here is this like grime. You see when I lifted it up, you can see more grime right there. Let's go ahead and see if we can get that off of the Lysol wipe. So on the driver's side, the little screw was missing for the plate down there, but we replaced that, and I found another screw for this. So let's say you're like a stranger walking up to the truck for the first time. You open the door, and it just looks complete. I hated those little handles missing on both sides. Definitely not a good look. We are complete now. Nice.
Earlier that day.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Toyota Fanatics. It is bright and sunny. I am like blinded out here. I don't have any sunglasses, but the one thing I do have is my GoPro. And so we're out here at this beautiful place. It's called the Polo Grounds, and I realized I had my GoPro, and I realized I need to give some people some updates on the T100 and just other stuff that's going on. So I figured, hey, let's do this. First things first, about 10 days ago, I was down by the ocean. I snapped a gorgeous pic of this thing, but I noticed in the picture that the clear coat peeling on the roof looked terrible. So the other day I decided to jump up there, sand down the roof, tape it off, and throw a coat of paint. So at least it's like uniform up there, you know, one solid color. It is, I did do gloss black is what I had at the house. But you can tell it kind of looks matte black, and that's because it's been really cold here in Santa Cruz. And I painted it at about 4:30 in the afternoon, and about 45 minutes later the entire roof was covered in condensation out on the street. But that's the kind of cool thing about having like a project truck like this, is nothing has to be perfect. So definitely I think it looks 100% better. Let me know what you guys think, but at least the roof is a solid color, and with this green I think it complements it well. I don't even think anybody would notice that it's matte black up there. You like the truck?
Yeah. I'll tell you something really funny.
Yeah.
Probably never heard before. We lived in Egypt for a long time. In the western desert of Egypt towards Tunisia, the favorite car is the Toyota. Spontaneous creation of poetry. People do entertainment. And the Bedouins sit around their fires at night and create spontaneous odes to their beloved Toyota.
Used to do it about their camels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's Toyotas.
Now it's Toyotas, yeah.
Can't go anywhere without people liking this truck. I told you, all ages, it doesn't matter who you are. That is super funny. Anyway, so I ordered two things for this thing yesterday. How's it going, man?
Hey, good. Nice rig.
About a week ago, I ordered these two parts that I needed off eBay, and it said they were delivered last night, but when I got home, they were not in the mailbox. I'm hoping when we go home, they're in the mailbox, because I want to throw them on and kind of complete some interior thing that they're needed for. And ever since we got the back window in there, I mean, that was huge. I mean, if any of you guys are out there missing a window on your project vehicle, get that window fixed. What Miss Toyota Fanatic said to me when we were throwing in this glass right here, she said, why don't we tint it before you put it in? And I was just so anxious to put it in that I didn't do that, but now it needs to be tinted. I'm thinking about ordering a pre-cut piece of tint off eBay, which the only bummer about that is they use such crappy tint, you know, or film. I like 3M, I don't even know what else is there, Lumar, Pinnacle, there's a bunch of them, but the ones that eBay sells when you buy pre-cut tint is crap, but it'll start turning purple in like a year or two. But then again, maybe that'll match this truck also. But anyways, a couple people on the YouTube channel, which thanks everybody out there for all their support and everything, a couple people have said you have got to make more content. It's been a couple weeks, and I totally agree. A ton of stuff in the works. I even fantasize about adding another vehicle to the fleet here. I keep seeing stuff on Craigslist that I want really bad, and since this thing's kind of kind of wrapping up.
15 minutes later.
So I'm telling you guys, I get home last night, it says on the eBay tracking that it's been delivered, and nothing's in the mailbox. I was about to start searching the neighbors' mailboxes, but I exercised a little patience and bam, there it is.
The next day.
So I'm inside editing the video, almost about to wrap it up, and I realize that's rusty and that looks like crap and I can do better. Nothing I can do about this little rip right here, but you know what? Notice when I was editing that if you lift it up right there, you can see where it used to be black underneath. And you know what? There is no reason we can't sand this thing down, throw a quick coat on, and have it looking better in 5 minutes. Much like yesterday, it's like 4:40 in the afternoon, and yeah, it'll be night in a few minutes, but this looks really good. All right, and that is it. Final product right there, and I'm thinking it looks a lot better. We'll have to go back and find a clip of when it was all rusty crusty before. Gloss black matches all the other black. All right, that looks a lot better. Okay guys, I'm out.